Then you go to we have secondary inputs, which includes calibration for each model type, and your crash and your economic and your bypass inputs. We'll take a look at bypass calibration and the safety and economic analysis. So when you press on those buttons, you pull up your calibration for either model that you're working in, whether it's the empirical model or the HCM model, and you can calibrate for each. Again, each has pop-ups, user help pop-ups, to provide you with a quick summary of what each thing means, which becomes very, very useful through the course of understanding what you're doing. You have the HCM calibration as well for your two. You can do calibrated values and save those calibrated values for as well and use those. Accident model, you choose an accident model. There's the U.S. NCRHP 672 preferred vehicle model that can be that has been included with the U.K. pedestrian safety model. You can use the vehicle model by itself, or you can use the UK empirical model and look at crash analysis. It gives you, the output gives you just the crash numbers. It also, the program will give you it in rates per million entering vehicles as well. And if you don't have, it uses 24-hour ADT values. If you don't have those volumes, if you have them, you put those in. If you don't, if you want to just get a quick feel, it'll synthesize the ADTs using the rule of thumb, 10% of peak for ADTs as well. So it's a quick and easy way to get a feel for that. On the bottom is some of the outputs that you see in the program: approach crashes, entering circulating crashes, exit crashes, all crashes, and PED crashes. And so under the economic evaluation box here, is where you put in your costs. I've input some numbers here: $1 million for a fatal, 500,000, and so on and so forth. And you can also put in a cost per hour for delay, and it calculates that for you. Here's the bypass input menu. For the type of bypass you choose, if you're using a yield or a full bypass, and then you have all the geometric inputs as well that you place into the program. It can model full bypass lanes, which is represented on the left here with a free downstream receiving lane that doesn't end, or it also models a merge condition, and you put in the values for the distances and provide calculations for that merge condition and give you messages with respect to the appropriateness of that merge downstream. It also does bypass lane types, yield bypass, so a right turn lane that comes to a yield line, whether it's separated by just paint or a raised auxiliary island or painted gore. It has 3 different types of yield lanes. It also can allow you to model dual right turn yield lanes. So this says 1 or 2 lanes. That can be a dual right turn lane, which can come in handy in some situations.